Emma storms out the back door, her boots crunching against gravel. Her mother's voice fades behind her. Another argument, another slammed door. The sky above is overcast, the trees shifting with a restless wind. She needs air. She heads for the woods. The gate behind the house swings open with a rusty groan. Beyond it lies her sanctuary, an old forest path no one else uses anymore. Faded trail markers, fallen branches, the scent of pine and damp leaves. She hikes it like a ritual, every step taking her farther from the noise. Emma's 17, smart, sharp-tongued, but tired of fighting, of pretending. The trail bends and she follows it until it opens into a glade wrapped in green silence. Her place. A small clearing surrounded by stone and cedar trees, half lit by drifting clouds. She stops beside a mossy stump and runs her hand across its surface. It's still there, scratched initials from years ago, her mark, her memory. Because this is where it happened. 9 years old, alone, exploring when she wasn't supposed to. That's when she found it, half dead, a young wolf, ribs showing, leg torn, eyes glassy with pain. She was terrified. But something in its eyes stopped her. She fed it for days, smuggled scraps from dinner, spoke to it in whispers, watched it heal, bit by bit. And one day it was gone. No goodbye, no trace, just a vanished shadow. She told no one. Now she's back in that same glade, older, bitter, lost in thought. She drops her backpack near the stump and sits, pulls out a sketchbook, pencils, starts to draw. Leaves flutter, wind hisses. The woods murmur like they remember. But something else stirs. A faint sound behind her, a crunch, a shift in weight. Emma's pencil pauses midline. She turns. No one. She scans the trees, her heart ticking faster. "Hello?" she calls. No answer. She frowns, shakes it off. Probably a deer. Still, she packs her sketchbook away faster than usual. She stands, brushes dirt from her jeans. A shadow moves across the tree line. This time, she sees it. A man, half hidden behind a cedar trunk, not dressed for hiking, not holding a camera, just standing there, watching. Her breath catches. He steps forward slowly, casually, like he's done this before. Emma backs up. "What do you want?" He smiles. It's not kind, it's not normal. He says nothing, just takes another step. Her pulse spikes. She bolts, grabs her bag and runs. Branches whip at her arms, roots catch her boots. She doesn't look back, just runs. Behind her, footsteps, heavy, getting closer. The glade disappears behind her. She stumbles near a ridge, catches herself on a branch, heart hammering, then slips again, landing hard. Footsteps stop. She turns. He's there, smiling, alone. She's not, but he doesn't know that yet. Emma scrambles back, her hand digging into the soft earth behind her. The man steps closer, slowly, like he's savoring the moment. His boots crush the ferns. His eyes scan her face, hungry and cold. "No one's out here," he says, voice low. "Smart of you to come alone." She doesn't answer. Her throat's tight. Her limbs lock. He crouches a few feet away, arms resting on his knees. "You okay?" he asks, with mock concern. "Look like you took a fall." She clenches her jaw, tries to stand. He steps forward instantly. "Whoa," he snaps. "Don't." His tone hardens, no more smile. Emma freezes. She scans the trees. No movement, no help. The trail is behind him, her pack gone. Her phone back at the stump. She's alone. He reaches into his jacket, pulls out nothing. But the gesture is enough to paralyze her with fear. "You don't need to scream," he says. "No one will hear you out here, believe me." He inches closer. Emma breathes through her nose, keeps her eyes on his hands. She shifts her weight slowly like a coiled spring. He notices. "You think you're going to fight me?" he laughs. "Sweetheart." She throws a handful of dirt into his face, then runs. He shouts, furious. She crashes through the brush, lungs burning, legs screaming. Trees blur past. Her elbow clips a branch, Blood blooms on her sleeve. He's behind her, fast. She reaches the clearing, the old glade. Same place, same stump. She stumbles again, falls hard, hands digging into the same mossy earth she sat on hours before. The man bursts through the trees, breathing hard, eyes wild. He doesn't speak this time. He charges. Emma closes her eyes. Then the forest erupts. A growl, deep, violent, rips through the trees like thunder. Not human, not close. Something moves behind the man, fast, low. He spins. A blur of gray fur and bared teeth hurtles from the underbrush, massive, silent, until now. The man screams. The wolf slams into him, knocking him off balance. He hits the ground hard, scrambling backward, arms flailing. Emma gasps. It's the scar, the deep, jagged scar across its hind leg, exactly where she remembers it. It's him, the wolf, older, stronger, still alive, still watching. The man crawls away, trying to reach the edge of the clearing. The wolf growls again, lips curled, eyes blazing. Emma pulls herself up, watching the man struggle. He stops, then looks at her, as if begging now, as if realizing something terrifying. He's not in control anymore. Emma steps forward, but the wolf steps first. It plants itself between them, its body square, protective, unshaking. She doesn't need to run, not anymore. He's not alone, and neither is she. The man's breath comes in ragged gasps. The wolf towers above him, hackles raised, tail rigid, a deep snarl rolling from its chest like thunder. Drool drips from its jowls, teeth glinting with fury. Emma doesn't move. Neither does the wolf. She watches the man, his eyes dart from her to the animal, brain scrambling for a plan that doesn't exist. "Call it off," he pants. "It's your pet, right?" She says nothing. She remembers a different day, a smaller version of this wolf, whimpering in pain behind a log, ribs poking through a torn hide. She remembers her small hand reaching out with scraps of cooked chicken. His eyes, same golden fire, filled with confusion. Then trust. That wolf is now this. Not a dog, not tame, but not gone, and definitely not forgetful. The man tries to move again. The wolf lunges forward just enough, snapping the air an inch from his arm. He screams, stumbles backward. "You're crazy," he yells at Emma. "You and this thing, what is this?" He backs into the moss-covered stump, trips, falls hard. The wolf advances again. Emma exhales, slow, steady. She steps forward, finally. The wolf glances back at her just once, and steps aside. Emma now stands between predator and prey, but this time the roles are reversed. She stares down at the man who chased her, threatened her, cornered her. He won't meet her eyes. "Get up," she says, voice low. He stares at her, then looks at the wolf and obeys. She nods toward the trail. "Go. If you ever come back, he won't stop next time." The man hesitates. The wolf growls once. He bolts. Branches snap as he crashes through the woods, no longer stalking, just running. Gone. The forest falls silent again. Emma drops to her knees, not in pain, not in fear, in awe. The wolf turns to her. They lock eyes. He steps forward slowly, inches away now. She raises her hand. He sniffs it carefully, then presses his forehead against her palm. The moment hangs in the air, sacred and still. "I knew you were real," she whispers. He leans into her hand, breathing her in, then steps back, looks toward the trees. Emma stands. She nods. He vanishes into the brush, silent as he came, but not like before. Because this time she knows he'll come back. Not every animal forgets, not every bond disappears. Some watch, some wait, and some protect. Emma walks out of the woods just before sundown. Scratches line her arms. Her shirt's torn at the elbow. Her legs ache with every step, but her face is calm, not blank, not cold. Solid. She crosses the field behind her house, brushing tall grass aside, boots thudding heavy on the dirt path. Her mother's SUV sits in the driveway. The front porch light flickers on automatically. Emma stops at the gate, looks back once. Nothing follows her, but she still feels it, that presence, still watching. Inside the house, her mother turns, startled. "Emma, where have you—" She stops when she sees her. Emma doesn't say much. She doesn't have to. Later, in her room, she opens a drawer and finds it, an old photo, wrinkled at the corners. Her, age 9, standing beside a patch of trees. Behind her, barely visible, the faint outline of something wild. She never showed it to anyone. She didn't think it mattered. Now she knows it does. The next morning, the police arrive. A man was found in the woods, disoriented, bloodied, with strange bite wounds on his arm. He says he was attacked by a girl and some trained wolf. He can't explain how or why. Emma is questioned, calm, honest. "I was out sketching," she says. "Someone tried to hurt me. Something else stopped him." "What kind of something?" an officer asks. She shrugs. "I don't know." They don't press her further, but she knows they don't believe the man. He sounds unstable, delusional, dangerous. He's taken into custody, charged, dismissed by many as another predator who picked the wrong victim. Only Emma knows the full story, and she's not telling it. Instead, she walks the trail again 2 days later, alone. This time, she brings a strip of cooked meat wrapped in foil, leaves it beneath the stump where she used to sit. She waits a while. Nothing comes. But when she returns the next day, the food is gone. No tracks, no sound, just absence. And in that absence, peace. Emma visits the glade often now, not to escape, not to hide, to honor. She brings food, water, sketches new drawings of what she remembers, the wolf's eyes, its fur, the moment its shadow stepped between her and fear. At night, she dreams of it, not as a monster, not even as a pet. Something older, something watching, a protector no one believed in until it was too late. And now they believe. They just don't know why. Emma does, and she'll never forget. The seasons shift. Spring melts into summer, the trees turn full and green, the trail grows denser, the forest louder with life. But the glade stays the same. Emma walks there often, never at the same time, never with anyone else. She doesn't bring food every time. Sometimes she just sits, sketchbook in her lap, pencil moving slow. Sometimes she draws what she remembers, sometimes what she hopes, and sometimes what she's afraid to forget. The wolf never appears in full again, not in daylight, not with sound. But the feeling, that presence, never fades. She sees signs. A half-print in the mud near the stump, a dead rabbit left untouched, once claw marks on the bark of a tree she knows wasn't like that the day before. It's not a threat. It's a reminder. She's still not alone. News of the man dies out. A small local story with too many gaps. The police drop the case once his injuries can't be explained. He refuses to talk anymore, terrified, paranoid, claiming he was marked. Emma never sees him again. She doesn't want to, and she doesn't have to. The world moves on, but Emma doesn't forget. One evening, she hikes out before sunset, hands in the pockets of her jacket, phone turned off. She kneels by the stump, not to leave food this time, to bury something, a photograph, old, faded. The one from her drawer, the only real proof she ever had. She folds it twice, places it in a small tin, covers it with dirt and stone, then sits, silent. The trees rustle, birds call. A breeze passes low through the grass. She closes her eyes, a sound, software-controlled, not footsteps, pause. She opens her eyes slowly. Across the clearing, barely visible through the brush, 2 glowing eyes. Golden, familiar, watching, not threatening, just there. Emma doesn't move. She nods once. The eyes blink, then vanish into the green. She smiles. Not big, not dramatic, just real. She stands and turns back toward the trail, and as she walks away, she doesn't look back. She doesn't have to, because the forest remembers, and so does the one she saved. Some protectors don't need leashes or names. Some never leave, they just wait for the moment they're needed. And when that moment comes, they don't hesitate. Some bonds don't need words. Some protectors don't wear collars or uniforms. They wait in the shadows, silent, unseen, until the moment matters most. Emma didn't cry for help that day, but something answered anyway, a connection born years earlier, a life she saved that came back to save her. If this story moved you, if you believe in the power of loyalty, memory, and the wild things that never forget, then let your voice be heard. Tap like to honor those silent protectors. Hit subscribe for more stories of survival, instinct, and unexpected heroes. And in the comments, tell us, do you think wild animals remember who helped them? Or is this bond something even deeper?